Tumble dryers are one of the most energy-hungry appliances in our homes. Many are rated at over 2,000 watts, the equivalent of 30 big TVs all running at once. But there is an alternative.
Heated airers claim to dry your clothes for just pennies an hour.
They look like normal airers, but have heated bars that should help clothes dry quicker. Rated at around 200 watts, they're less energy-hungry than a traditional dryer.
But do you need to spend big on a premium dryer, or will a cheaper one do the job?
My premium pick today is the Dry Soon Mini 3-tier heated airer. Thanks to lots of tightly packed rails, it offers a claimed 13 metres of drying space.
It can hold up to 15 kilograms of wet washing.
It has a 3-year guarantee and is yours for £119.99, less than half the cost of a cheap tumble dryer. My budget pick is the Dunelm heated airer with wings. It offers slightly less drying space at 12 metres, and the difference in design means you can't load as much weight either.
This one can hold up to 10 kilos of clothing.
The price? £40. To find out which offers the best value when it comes to speed and energy use, I need some washing to dry. And a sport that's guaranteed to provide some sweaty laundry is kabaddi.
Next year, the West Midlands is hosting the Kabaddi World Cup.
Birmingham Bulls Kabaddi are the UK champions, and Rahul Das is their kit manager.
Rahul, great to see you. Tell me, what is Kabaddi?
So, in a nutshell, John, it's a cross between martial arts and British Bulldog. A raider needs to tag a player and bring back that point to their team without getting tackled.
Now, is there a downside to all this activity?
Yes, all of the washing.
With training kit collected, I'm using a typical domestic machine to wash it and then spin it at maximum speed. We'll then place 2 identical sets of damp washing straight from the machine on the dryers. First, the premium Dry Soon, which folds flat for storage.
So that's the premium setup. That seemed quite easy to me.
Yeah, it looks like it can hold quite a bit of kit as well.
The cheaper Dunelm stores flat too, but it's fiddlier to erect.
These clips need to go onto the stand.
Once up, Rahul's impressed.
So the benefit of this one already, I think, is the width.
Yeah.
So we can fit a whole T-shirt without it creasing up. This does look a little bit tight.
Well, let's get the washing strategically placed on the dryers.
Sure.
Starting with the premium Dry Soon.
For a thorough test, we're drying a variety of damp washing, from thick cotton hoodies to polyester vests.
These usually dry pretty quickly because it's mesh.
Speed of drying is key, but the premium Dry Soon is proving tricky to load.
Yeah, so it is a little bit fiddly trying to get underneath.
Yes. Look, I feel a wrinkle on the sleeve coming on at this rate.
100%.
With hindsight, we could have started from the bottom.
I think it's just a matter of adjusting as well. Maybe not ideal for a quick turnaround, but we shall see. It didn't take too long.
The budget Dunelm may have a smaller capacity, but its wider design makes it easier to use.
The sleeves seem to be accommodated quite easily there.
They don't look as cramped on this.
Which do you think is the easiest to load on balance?
I would say this one.
The Dunelm. Right, well, let's get drying. Now, before we plug them in, I've got energy monitors so we can see how much energy each one uses.
These devices will reveal each dryer's energy consumption in kilowatt hours. With the current price cap, a kilowatt hour costs 24.5p, so we can work out how much each dryer costs to run. Let the drying begin.
We can now leave them for half an hour.
While we enjoy the facilities, I should say that before our test, I dried an identical load of washing in a normal vented tumble dryer. It took an hour to dry the clothes and used 1.5 kilowatt hours, giving a cost of 37p. How will these compare?
So after half an hour, nothing's dry. Let's go.
But will the washing be dry in an hour, as the tumble dryer managed?
Quite a lot of damp, I think, still.
It's a no.
There is still some dampness on this side.
Let's see what the energy consumption's like.
So far, the premium dryer has cost 4.5p in electricity, and the budget 5p. So, while both are taking longer than a tumble dryer, they are so far proving cheaper to run. When using a heated airer, it's recommended that you shift the clothes around every so often, so that the heated bars are in contact with new parts of the clothes. But it still takes another hour for the first item to be dry, with the premium Dry Soon just edging ahead.
The pace is hotting up.
And the electricity costs are close too.
I mean, there's not much in it, actually. The Dry Soons cost 12p so far, the Dunelm 13.
Clothes are drying, but as 3 hours turns into 3.5, and 4 hours turns into 4.5,
But the premium is very slightly ahead.
it's clear these airers aren't for people in a hurry.
So we're down to the same items.
But after 5 hours, both dryers finish the final towel at the same time.
And we have empty racks.
Yes. Now it remains to look at the energy.
In the end, the premium Dry Soon cost 23p and the budget Dunelm 25. That's cheaper than the 37p in my tumble dryer. These airers took 5 times as long, but they're cheaper to buy and would save around £15 a year if you dried a load like ours 3 times a week. But which offers the best value?
In terms of the cost to run them, there's hardly any difference. So for me, it's a no-brainer. I am going to go for the Dunelm. I know it's a little bit fiddly to set up, but I can look past that.
I agree with you, definitely. I think the Dunelm offers best value for money.